In this segment of the Ellis Martin Report and Money Talk Radio, we speak with Roger Rosmus, the CEO of Goliath Resources, trading as GOT on the TSX Venture Exchange, and in the U.S. on the OTCQB as GOTRF. Goliath Resources is a junior resource exploration company of precious metal projects in the prolific Golden Triangle and northwestern areas of British Columbia. The company is on track with a new discovery of a large, high-grade gold system at its Gold Digger property that was never drilled before in the Golden Triangle of BC. It remains open. The Sherbet discovery was never explored or drilled before due to a previous glacier and permanent snowpack covering it. The project is located in a world-class geological setting and mining-friendly jurisdiction. The Gold Digger property sits on tidewater and has excellent infrastructure with a permitted mill site in Kitsault nearby. Significant shareholders include Crescat Capital, Eric Sprott, Rob McEwen, and a global commodity group based in Singapore. The newly discovered Sherbet is a very robust and structurally controlled series of 10 high-grade gold veins, shears, with superior continuity and predictability hosted within the Hazelton sediments and volcanics over a 1.8 square kilometer area. It has 2.1 kilometers of exposed mineralization at surface. Mr. Rosmus has over 25 years of investment banking experience in the public and private sector. He has acted as lead on over 30 M&A transactions, and through his previously owned exempt market dealer firm, completed many financings. Roger, welcome back to the program. It's great to see you today.
Well, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for having me.
Let's bring everybody up to date on Gold Digger. You've just completed 64,000 meters of drilling in 110 drill holes with Roger. 100% hit rate? How's that even doable?
It's just the nature of the system. It's stacked kind of like a layer cake. So we have these 12 different lodes or zones, veins. Ultimately, with one drill hole, depending on where it's sitting on the pad, we can actually hit multiple loads. We could hit all 12, or we could hit 2 or 3, depending on whereabouts the drill is located on the side of the mountain.
In 2024, visible gold was observed in 94% of the holes that you drill, compared to 32% in 2023. What changed in your exploration or modeling to deliver that leap?
Really just a matter of more personnel on site. I'm sure we had more VG in the prior years, and this year it just takes a lot of time when we're logging, and it's just about the throughput. 2024, 2025, we beefed up our logging program with additional staff that were able to take their time to log the cores that are coming off the hill. We've got a very short window of exploration.
In that light, you increased your drill program this year from 40,000 to 60,000 meters with 9 rigs. And that strategy, I assume, is because of the season and you're going for depth versus breadth?
Really, we were just looking to get as many meters into the ground as possible because we do have a short window of exploration. And to that point, up until 2024, we had roughly 90,000 meters of drilling into the system, and we really want to advance the project in a timely fashion, and the only way you can do that is obviously beefing up with a substantial drill program. Like you say, 9 rigs, 64,000 meters, 100% hit rate. 76% of the holes have visible gold to the naked eye, and this is probably one of the largest drill programs that took place probably in North America or Canada in this sort of topography with helicopters.
Who are some of the strategic investors involved with Goliath right now that have taken an active role within the last couple of years?
Yeah, as far as a role in becoming a strategic shareholder, you've got Rob McEwen personally, McEwen Mining, which is McEwen Inc. now, of which we actually own the company owns 900,000 shares of McEwen Inc. stock at 11.50 Canadian. And I think it's currently trading now at $24, $24.50. So we're actually up about $9 million plus or minus on that holding. So we're going to obviously shareholders will be receiving a additional cash on a non-dilutive basis, which is great. As well, we've got Crescat Capital, who's been involved with the story since 2020. They're one of our larger shareholders. And then we've got Eric Sprott. You've got Larry Childress, and some other strategic groups like Warta Advisors out of Toronto. They're a large fund that manage, I think they've got about $4 billion under management. They're currently sitting at around 5% a holding in the company as well. So we have some really good investors, backers. And then recently we announced a bought deal, $23 million. That was through Stifel Canada, of which I think was 6 times oversubscribed, and that's actually north of $4 on a charity flow through, so very non-dilutive for the shareholders, no warrants attached. And with that, we've got some really good partners coming in. I was in New York. They're very excited about the story, and as well as some of the folks I met recently in Europe. The bulk of the new financing, which is scheduled to close this October in a couple of weeks here. We've got some guys with substantial toeholds now. They're going to pay attention, and I would imagine going to continue to be very supportive in the marketplace.
What are we going to do with that $23 million Canadian over the next 6 months to a year? How's that going to be deployed?
I guess the shareholders can look at it like right now. We've got 88 holes still to come as far as assays are pending, which should probably take us into 2026. The funds itself will be essentially covering a substantial portion of the drill program for 2026. So look at it as we're fully funded. Depending on the meters, we have quite a bit of cash in the kitty, no financing overhang to the story, and assuming we continue to have great results, I would imagine the share price will act accordingly.
All right, with the $3,800 approximate price of gold per ounce, what message do you have for generalists that are taking a look at this company, Goliath Resources, for the very first time? What's the single most compelling takeaway that you'd like to share right now, Roger?
I think really if you want exposure to an explorer that's on track, I believe, for a tier 1 discovery that will be a mine one day, I think Goliath is positioned to actually deliver that.
Roger, thank you so much for joining me today on the program. I look forward to our next conversation. Be well.
Thanks, Ellis. Cheers.
I've been speaking with Roger Rosmus, the CEO of Goliath Resources, trading as GOT on the TSX Venture Exchange and in the U.S. on the OTCQB as GOTRF. Go to the company's website, GoliathResourcesLtd.com. For Money Talk Radio, I'm Ellis Martin. Get a free subscription to the Ellis Martin Report. Go to ellis.gold.